se me olvidó mi cartera y...
I'd be like, Paloma. I do
Oh my
not know how to
God.
thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst.
So I know you also worked in the music industry as well, right? Like
I did, yeah, like radio. So I started at the Vibe.
The
were-
Vibe?
Yeah.
So I started at the Vibe, and then like obviously things didn't work out there.
Wait,
So-
the vibe. I mean, that was what year?
God, that was 2007.
Yeah.
Okay, that was like
Around
probably a few years after
2006.
Me. Yeah.
I was like 2006, 2005. I was
Okay.
like 17, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
why didn't it work out? Let's get the tea, sis.
Hey, she's going straight to the
I-
nerves.
I-
huh? she's like
I-
throwing
look,
darts, huh?
I,
No shade,
um,
oh lemonade. Just kidding.
I don't know why it didn't work out. I just know that we saw a paper that said, you guys are not allowed to come back in until further notice.
What?
Don't worry about it. So that's all I know.
Dang.
If you go listen to my podcast with Mamba, we talk about it.
Yes.
Oh, you put it.
So with some friends.
Was that? Did he know that one was coming?
No. I look.
Crazy.
Look,
Hey, that's tight, dude. That is
look,
awesome.
when I interviewed Mambo, and like I worked with Mambo right at the Vibe,
Yeah.
and I was like some of us, I mean all of us, were in the middle of like the radio wars at that time, and it was like the other station and the Vibe, and
Yeah.
and like me, I was like this little kid that just wanted to get in radio, and
Right.
I
Just
was
learn.
like, I
Yeah.
got on, right? And I was like happy, and I was like, I wanted to learn, I wanted to do radio. And like, you just hear like some people were taking it really serious, and they're going, like, people ran into each other. Shit was gonna be either ugly or it was gonna be really dumb. But with me, I used to do the club, so I was like already DJing with like everybody, so I didn't care. I was friends with everyone.
Yeah.
So I would get a lot of flag because I used to hang out with a lot of the guys from the other station. So when everybody got, the hey, don't come back till further notice, I went to I didn't go, but like they were like, hey, you should come to us. Try to come over here. And I made a phone call, and then it worked out, and then they hired me, and I went to the other side. Not because I was disloyal. it's
Hey,
just-
dude, all you were doing.
You gotta
just
do what you
getting-
gotta
yeah,
do.
To make
yeah.
the
You're
money.
living. You're doing
Yeah, I was
living.
like-
You know, and I think it's great. I was gonna tell you because I did listen to the podcast Wiz and Friends because I have a podcast,
There
right?
you go.
So I was just like, "Oh, cool!" And I think it's important how people think that just if you're working the radio, no matter if you're just like the host or if you're the DJ or if you're the producer, they just think it's all glitz and glam.
Yeah.
And it's like,
You know
it's
what?
tough.
It's tough.
It's
crazy.
tough out there. Like,
it is.
What was your experience? Because you were there for a while, right?
Yes. So
And you
I
were there
was-
in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there at the beginning with Rico Mambo. Shout out to them, the Mexicans. So I started in promotions. Then one day I just asked Rico or Mambo, like if I can see what they do in the mornings, and they said yeah, and they said come like at 5:30 in the morning. I was like, oh okay, and I was driving from Santa Barbara to Ventura, so from there. I started coming each day. Mambo would ask me, "You want to come back? You want to come back? Come back." But my experience was great. I mean, it's you have to really put in your time.
yeah.
That's
You really
all I
have
got.
to involve. You really have to
You
love the business.
No, you
It's
have to
like
kiss ass,
you-
pretty much.
you have to-
because you don't get paid. You don't get paid trash.
You have to
get
live
paid
th-
trash.
you
But
have to live
kiss
there.
Ass, you need to, and
I-
I'm speaking as a woman. Like you need to like
Come
maybe
on.
suck somebody.
Ay,
Wait,
Wait,
oh,
wait, 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 wait,
shit.
wait! What the hell? Holy,
It's not
holy
it.
shit, bro!
It's not it.
Hey,
Like,
I'll see
I'm
you later,
telling
bro.
Did you work in radio?
I did some radio,
Okay.
but I wasn't like in the internship department, so I was really not like
Look,
anything. I was
I-
like the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah.
That's
So
how I started.
I
too.
saw, yeah,
Okay,
I
let me.
brought people coffee, lunch, whatever they want, and
Did you feel passed over?
oh, for sure. And then
Right.
I was a minor to add to it, and yeah, no, it was not it for me.
Right.
Yeah, and like I always say, like I think I'm where I'm at because I did not let the entertainment quote unquote industry change
Stop
who
you.
I am.
Yeah.
Like
stop
I
you,
would
yeah.
never bend or pretend that I'm somebody else that I'm not.
Damn.
And I think that's why I'm where I'm at, which is like here with I love my whoever follows me, and I love all my friends, and I love what I do, but I haven't gone to the big leagues because I truly feel as a woman that because I was like, no, I'm not gonna turn
Hey,
to
keep
be
it real, damn it.
Okay,
I'm, not
let
gonna,
me-
I'm
let me-
not gonna be somebody that I'm not.
Okay, let me. I have a total different experience.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, clearly with the barba is because he's a man.
Oh my God. Okay, let me tell you something.
Hey, brah.
And then
No,
let me just
brah,
say this with absolutely no disrespect
Right,
to
of
anybody.
course. Everybody
But
has
if
a
you
story.
feel that way, no matter if you're female
Right.
or male, and
Yes.
I've trained females, and
Right.
I've been like, you're fucking amazing.
Right.
You're better than this dude. You're better than that dude. It has to be in you to want it.
Yes,
Right?
of course.
Because you do.
Yeah.
You are the bitch at times, right?
Yes.
You go run like I used to run and get alcohol in the mornings for the
Yes.
artists that would come in. They used to send me, yo, go get this bottle of Grey Goose. I used to go.
Yes.
I used to go fucking deliver prizes. I used to go fucking
Yep.
You were the street team.
empty out
Yeah.
fucking offices for people.
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to the chairs that are in the Q95-9 office in the front office. I built those fucking chairs. Swear to God.
So you're welcome.
So I built those chairs. The cubicles that are in the sales side, I took them down and I helped build them.
Mm-hmm.
I did all that shit. One, because of necessity, right? We need money. We need fucking. I needed to make hours, right? But the second one was that's what I wanted to do. This is
Yeah.
what I was chasing forever.
Exactly.
But I wasn't chasing the put me on the mic.
Yes.
I wasn't chasing the let me fucking be on air and DJ.
Or to be famous.
I was never chasing. Look,
Mm-hmm.
I chased it when I got into the Vibe. I walked in there and I was like, oh shit, this is what it is. But then you really, really realize that it's a fucking business, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you take it for what it is and you fall in love with it, then it is
Yep.
it is that, right?
It is what
Yep.
it is.
People walk in there and they think automatically they hired me and I'm gonna fucking move up.
And I'm gonna get famous
and I'm
and
gonna
all
get
that
famous.
bad shit.
And I'm
Yep.
gonna have something. I'm the new one. I'm the young one. I'm fresh. I have
Yeah.
ideas. And you might have the ideas, but there's a certain way to go about it.
You need
There's
to clear your time.
There's an educational,
Mm-hmm.
and and look, this is not about sucking anyone's dick or kissing anyone's ass. It's not, because I never did that. I never sucked anybody
Well, I'm
or
sure.
kissed anybody's ass.
I'm
I
sure
was-
nobody wanted you to suck it.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
what I'm saying is,
Why? What's wrong with my?
I mean,
That's sexist.
Oh,
the fact is,
Hey.
I'm not saying that that happened
Right.
to
No more water.
No, I'm not saying that. No.
Get her another Travis Scott, please.
Yes,
Marco.
Look.
he knows all about sucking things, but
Oh,
I'm just saying,
damn.
Damn, boy, look at
not because he did it, but because of other people.
This went from being Los Amigos to a shooting range.
Yeah.
Have
No,
a shoot your gun?
no.
Oh, she go.
No, I'm just saying that I definitely think that now it's different. I feel like
No,
now.
it's not.
No,
No,
you think it's the same?
This is look.
Okay.
Shit doesn't change, right?
Okay. I don't know because I haven't been. This happened like 14 plus years ago, so I can't really.
So this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
So I did that. I left the Vibe. I went to Q, right? I went to Q, and I was at Q. And people on the Vibe side, like some people didn't talk to me for a little bit because
Yeah.
they're like, "You're a traitor,"
Caters.
right?
Yeah.
But I worked there, and I was like seeing all this stuff, and I was there all day, every fucking
Yes.
day when I wasn't getting paid.
You were
right?
like there
Yeah.
6
I
in the
was
morning
there-
till 12.
Yeah, I was there
At
all
night.
day. I
Put in
was
your
there all
time.
night. Because I loved it, right? Because
Right.
I wanted to, I owed it to people to fucking put in the effort because they co-signed me, right? So I fucking went in there and
Yeah.
I did that shit. I got fired, right? I took off. Well, excuse me, sorry, I'm burping all the beer out. Disgusting.
I thought you were gonna
Germs.
cry, dude. I was gonna give you a hug right now.
I got fired, and it was because of me. For years, I didn't accept that responsibility because I was young. But I was like, oh shit, it wasn't me. It
But you loved it. You
Yeah,
just
it wasn't my
loved
fault, but it was my fault. Like, I was stupid, right? I was young. So I went, I did other shit, and then after that, I was like, I want to go back. Like, I still want to do this.
Right.
So I went and I talked to my old boss and I said, hey man, like, can you give me a job? Like, I'll do whatever. All right. He made me fill out an application. He made me do a fucking interview.
Right.
When they already knew me. So I was like, all right, whatever. Fuck it. I'll do the interview. Did the interview, got hired again, right? Did it all over again from the bottom. Started all over again. I would go to all the events. I would set up all the fucking events. I would
Remember
teach
that, bro?
everybody. I would
Like,
do
oh my
every little
god.
thing for years. But you know what I did? I was like, I have free time right now. Yo, you do sales? Can I follow you for a week? Can you show me what you do?
Yeah.
Hey, you do camera work? Well, actually, nobody did camera. I did camera work. But I taught myself, right?
Right.
I went in, I bought a camera, I taught how to film, I taught myself how to edit, I did all that shit. I learned how to edit audio, I taught myself, right? People taught me shit too. So I would go and be like, yo, can you show me what you do?
You know
Can
what
you
it
show me
was?
you do?"
It was you had to ask.
You had to ask.
Yeah.
But
Number
you also
one.
had to be
Evolve.
polite about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had to make yourself available for it. And you also have to go in there knowing that one thing is not acceptable anymore. Is you're not gonna be the personality and just do that.
Right.
You're not gonna be just a editor and do that. You're not.
Yeah.
You have
you got
all these
yep.
responsibilities. And the more you know, because knowledge is power.
Yep.
The more you know,
The better.
the better you are.
Yeah, because you're more
Valuable.
valuable. Yeah.
So I was like I was frustrated for like 2 years. Frustrated. These girls I trained, at one point they were making more money than me.
Interesting.
And think about that. Think about what you
right.
said.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Not because they were sucking dick. I just felt because there were women and they were favoring the women at the time.
Ooh.
So I was like,
interesting.
I was doing all the hard work.
You should have
But
given hickeys, dude.
I know, right? But I was like,
You should have been sucking toes. if it's not the other.
Oh,
you should-
shit,
No,
man.
but
you see what I'm saying? I felt
Yes.
passed over. I was bitter. I was mad. I was upset. But I still tried and tried and tried. Then I got a phone call from Vegas, and they're like, "Hey, we want you over here. Would you leave?"
Yeah, you went
And
over
I
there.
said, "All right, yeah, I'll leave. I'll think about it."
Cool.
And I went up to my boss and said, "Hey, man, they're offering me this job in Vegas. Like, what do you think? Should I take it?" He's like, "Absolutely, take it. I can't match the offer. I'm not going to, and I'm not going to hold you back. You need to go." So I fucking
Cool.
left. Hated it. Worst fucking experience. Worst fucking boss. The boss was a female too, by the way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because she was a female. It was because she just didn't know what she was doing. It's not about female or male to
Right.
me, but it was like she really didn't know what she was doing. So then, right when I was,
But you got some knowledge that no one else would
I
get.
did get some knowledge off of it, right? But then when I was like ready to leave, they offered me a job in Phoenix. So they're like, "Yo, you want to come to Phoenix?" I was like, "Sure." I have a 2-year contract, and you guys get me out.
Hey,
We'll
from
get
that
you
Vegas
out.
one to that one, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and I
now-
was like, "Can
That's
you guys get
crazy.
me out?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll get you out." So they got me out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
huh?
Did you do? Somebody did not put in not disturbed.
Marcos, is that your case? Oh, Cheetah Fun!
Ah,
Dang.
what a jerk. Why are you pointing, dude?
Your phone.
Hey, did you guys see Marco's mustache? What did it look like?
It does laps.
Has
But,
some eyelids.
Look, from my experience, I've had a great experience in radio. I had my moments, but
I think we all did. You know.
that's
Yeah,
what it takes.
it's very interesting how everybody has a story. See, like when I did my internship was great. Like, you know, my boss Beatriz Juarez was great. I have no complaints about her, and you know she was a female, so it was even more comfortable for me because I was like 17 at the time. Because you know that's when I graduated high school, went straight to TJ, and I started working in radio, and I was still a minor. You know, I didn't turn 18 until later that year. So she was great, nothing against her, but it was more when I came back to the States where trying to get entertainment. I'm not just gonna say radio, just an overall. It was a different time, but we're talking about like 15 years maybe. And I think that everybody has good or bad experience, which is fine. And like, you know, and I always want to say to girls, you do have a choice
do what?
To either, do what
Shout
they're...
out to all the females out there.
Yes,
Shout out to all the females.
All the females are like,
You know.
paying the
Shout out
path
to
for
all the
us.
females.
But
Hectic,
you
Marco.
do have a choice. You have a choice to do what your quote unquote boss wants you to do. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it. And I feel like a lot of girls do say that they didn't have a choice, but I feel that you do. Like you said, I've never been chasing the famous category.
Right.
I just want to do what I love to do,
Right.
which is like entertain people. I'm a people person. Like I just like to have fun and
You know what? In the
vibe.
radio, it's like, I was the internship as well, like you, right?
Right.
I got denied a few times here and there, but got it, right? But me, I love the environment. I love speaking
there's
with people,
very cool
meeting
people.
people, the music, the DJs, like that's what attracted me.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
Me too. There's great
It
people
was
out there.
like,
There is
oh,
absolutely
man,
great people.
getting the opportunity to meet this, do that, and
Right.
it was like,
I mean, I don't know where you had this experience, but I've never seen that, and I never experienced like.
Which is
anybody.
it's good to hear
Right.
for the people that are trying to now be involved in
I
radio.
will say this. I don't want to say it.
don't say
Well, like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
Don't say it.
Well, like one of the girls I trained.
But I
like
know you're gonna say it.
I dated her for a bit. So, I mean,
Okay.
But I didn't force her to do anything. You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. Like you,
But people at my job, like at Q, my boss met his wife there. My other
of
coworker met his
course,
wife
you
there.
build
Like,
relationships with people.
Yeah, people meet each other. I just feel like whatever experience you had, like that doesn't happen everywhere. And
Yes, it doesn't happen everywhere. And I also did kind of created my own path in terms of like got married young, had a kid young. So that's my own personal
Sure.
stuff that has nothing to do with entertainment. But I do when I was trying to get entertainment and after entertainment, I did feel that like a lot of people like to say like, oh, it's because people were, I don't know, jealous of you in terms of like, for example, I'm doing this show with a lot of guys. I'm the only girl. A lot of people would say like,
no, there's Marcos and
Marcos
Hectic.
over there.
oh, you guys are so good. You guys are so good.
We're so good. We got him.
You got 'em. No, but a lot of people will say, well, do their spouses or their significant other get like your own get jealous and stuff. And it's like, I don't even think it's about that. It's about like, you know who you are. Everybody has their own relationship. You're either going to be secure or insecure about it. But that's beyond the point. The point I'm just talking about, like, this guys has never been, they've been so nice, so respectful. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they're good to work with. But there is out there guys, they are a little too friendly, a little too, like, they expect you to do a little, like, they're like, oh, like, make sure you make this guest feel comfortable. And then I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't know. I never
which
never heard of that.
which is it's to me it's good to hear because there is hope out there for
I think
other
I
females.
like I've heard like when girls
Stories?
No, but I've heard when girls say like things sometimes of like, oh, so and so said this or so. I hear it with like artists or like comedians or like this and that. I see it and I'm like, I get it, because some of these girls are good-looking girls, and beyond that, they're good-looking. They have a personality, and to a guy, a personality. You throw a personality and a good-looking girl together, like,
And it's always that fine line.
It's like, oh shit, you know.
Gracias a Dios que no estoy muy mamacita. So
Oh,
that people, I don't have that issue. No, but I'm just telling you. But no, I still love entertainment. I still love radio. I still have made a lot of great relationships from it.
But like for me, like the thing that always gets me is when females say, "Well, it's a male-dominated industry." Absolutely. Yes, there's males, but there's also a lot of females. There's a lot of females
And
that are.
Martinez, I love her.
There's a lot of females that are in high level.
She meant
CC.
CC.
CC, right?
K-Day,
I known
93.5.
CC for a long time.
You do? I
know-
love her so much.
CC, right? I like who else was good? Liz was fucking dope
Yes,
as fuck,
good.
right?
Even Kat from
yeah.
the Rico
I don't know
Mambo.
about Cat, but
Ooh,
I'm just
the
kidding, Cat. I love you, Cat.
shade. I love Cat. Like, I love
I'm
her.
playing. I love Cat. But like they're beyond those females. You know the you know who Tracy Clordy is?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tracy Clordy was in running Hot 97, the #1 market in the country for years, and she was running the #1
Yeah.
market. So if you're gonna sit there and say this is a male-dominated industry, there's a female that was running a #1 market for years, not 1 year, not
Yeah.
2 years, not 3 years, not 4 years,
Yeah.
5. She was running it for years, and it was a female, and she wasn't sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way to be. I understand.
No.
I understand.
I don't think if you're on top, you're like doing that. I'm just think that you do go through things to get to the top. I'm not saying
Sure,
they're doing
they do.
that.
There's
but
some some girls
yes,
that
yes.
do try that shit,
Yeah.
but those girls don't really last that long.
They don't succeed.
They don't succeed.
They don't.
No, and I agree with you. I definitely
They get
think-
there and they.
I definitely think you need
Yep,
to have a
yep.
strong, like, know who you are, you know, where you want to get at to be where you at. And I mean, you know, like I said, like me was more like, thankfully, was like more like personal things than I discouraged from the industry. But I did go through some, I'm not going to lie, like I can't lie and say I did not go through some uncomfortable situations. But thankfully, because again, I knew who I was and I knew who, like, you know, I wanted it to be. I was able to kind of like step away and be like, no thanks, like it's okay. You know, it wasn't dramatic, it wasn't like anything, but I just kind of like just didn't do, like, you know, move on with that project or whatever. But I do definitely think that it is great, and I'm glad to hear like the positive side. I definitely think there I talked about this in the episode today too. I definitely think that a lot of women do put like a dark light on men, period. And I definitely think there is a lot of gray men, like all my amigos here, yourself, my husband. Like, you know, there's so many great men out there that we just kind of have to maybe speak more on that, okay?
Yeah. Stop going negative. You know what I'm
And
saying?
stop going negative because we're trying to be more.
Negativity brings you nothing but misery.
Yeah, we need to be more positive. And look where I'm at now. I, you know, trying to get back to the grind 5 years ago, and now I'm doing this. I'm doing my podcast.
There
I'm
you
my
go.
own boss. Nobody tell me what to do.
Ay,
And it's
cálmate.
kinda-
Relax,
sé,
J-Lo.
Con permiso.
Yeah.
Eh,
No sabía.
Put some
Let me get a
respect
loan.
on my name. Yes, I can give you a loan.
Hey,
You better put
Wiz,
respect on my name.
one more time.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for coming,
Yeah.
bro. It's always a pleasure, bro.
Yes, it was
Always,
so much
and
fun.
for our new viewers tuning in and everything, what's your social media link? Where can they find you? Where are you gonna be at?
Go to my Instagram and just it'll have all the links there. Just at DJ WizKid.
And is there any new gigs that you're gonna be at? Where are
Honestly-
you gonna be at?
Honestly, right now I can't really say much about what's going on.
Are you gonna be at the Zen Club with these guys?
No, I'm not.
He's gonna be in like somewhere
I'm
in
gonna be in
Vegas.
San Diego and
San
then
Diego, Vegas.
Ah.
He's living life, which is great because everybody needs to.
You need to.
Yeah.
You need to live it up.
But we can't. But make sure you follow to see what, you know, things are coming up, and also make sure you follow his podcast,
Wisdom
Yeah.
Friends.
Wisdom
What's your
Friends,
podcast again?
El Cuarto de mi Suegra.
There you go.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to the Los Amigos
Yes.
Mix Show.
This
But-
is a rep.
But yeah, like in 2 weeks, between like 2 weeks and a week, like
Big
I'll be-
announcement?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You'll be back home.
I
Oh,
don't-
your second home.
I
Wait,
don't know,
no
man.
sabemos dónde va a estar, pero just make sure
Hey.
you follow.
Make some noise for DJ WizKid one more time.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, brother. And
Thank you.
that is a wrap. Marcos, thank you, brother.
Yeah, Marcos.
Thank you, guys.